So before we get started today, I just want to ask everyone if you've ever heard of the term parkour or seen parkour. Okay, I see a few head nods out there. It's also called free running, which I always thought running was free, by the way, but I learned differently recently. I learned differently when my wife had decided that not only did we need a treadmill for the house for us to run on, but we also needed to join a gym where we could run on treadmills there as well. Neither one of those items were free. So I learned not all running is free. But parkour, let's get back to that. Parkour is essentially a style of movement to get from one place to another in the most stylistic way possible. And really incorporates a lot of cool gymnastic moves. Sometimes some stunts are involved in it as well. Some people even liken it to a dance. It's not necessarily a dance, but it's just a way to move and get from one place to another. A good example of parkour may be if I wanted to get here from the front of the stage all the way to the back of the room, I would simply jump off the front of the stage and land. I would run up to the left side of this wall, run up the wall, get my legs up there, do a backflip or gainer, as it's called, land, because the landing is important. Let me get that straight. Landing important. I would maybe crawl underneath the first set of chairs there, the seats, get up, do a backhand spring over the next set of seats, crawl over to the next section of chairs, get over on this side of the room, maybe do a front handspring over those chairs, run up on that wall, do another backflip, land, do a back handspring over the next set of chairs, till finally I make my big finale at the back of the room where I do a big scissors kick over about 3 rows and then land in that corner of the room back there. Okay? Now I know what all of you are thinking. Not plausible. Sure, the first part, I can do all the flips, the stage, the back handsprings, but you're thinking the scissors kick, there's no way he's going to land that. And I'm telling you today, I would land the scissors kick. Okay? Right, yeah. I would land that scissors kick. Not a problem. Now, the issue would be that I would probably pull my flux capacitor in the process, and I know what you all are thinking, that a flux capacitor is not a muscle, it's not a bone, it's not anything actually to do with the human body. I'm here to tell you different. A flux capacitor is any muscle, any joint, any bone, anything that you would harm in your body that would keep you or inhibit you from doing anything active in the future. And that's definitely what would happen if I tried the scissors kick. Okay. But anyway, I bring up the whole parkour scenario and that example because way too often in marketing, specifically in online marketing and in social media and social media marketing, we treat those tactics like they're parkour. Okay? Like we have to get involved with them because it's the next most exciting thing to do. And it's not necessarily the best way for us to get from point A to point B. It's not the most efficient way for us to get from point A to point B. And my goal today for all of us in this group is to be able to identify for our individual businesses and our individual jobs what are the best tactics that we can utilize in terms of online marketing and social media that is going to help us get to that point B in the most efficient way possible. Meaning, how do we build revenue? How do we generate new prospects using these new and unique tools? Because once we define that, then we know what's going to be effective for us. And the rest is just parkour.